Come on, man.
All right, dog.
Your pop about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
All right, dog, fuck it, man, come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog, I never go.
Money pop, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stats.
360 on the new view. Go run, tell that.
40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.co. Money pop.
So what? Then he breaks into those midfield goodbyes. God, touchdown.
Money.
Yeah. Money.
I got good energy this morning, B. Got good energy this morning, man.
I'm still waking up.
Still waking up. Wake your ass up, man.
I'm still waking up.
Time to get this
man.
money.
I was out here watching a movie last night, man.
Oh, man.
Some crazy dumb movie. Green Lane. Had me up till 3. What up, though?
And we are live. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back. Early morning, man. Pre-game show. This is MoneyPot Podcast. Pre-game show with my homie, B.Diddy, man. What's good, man? Good morning, bro.
Good morning, brother, man. Hey, man. Happy to be back. We told y'all Sunday we are here to make y'all some money, man. So we here, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. And if y'all out there, man, if y'all watching, man, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps in the first beginning of the show. Helps us to get a little bit more viewership, helps us with more branding. So if you're out there, man, we appreciate that if you go ahead and hit that like button. All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Let's go right into the slate. So usually today, if you're new to the show, if you're just watching for the first time, on Sundays, we go through the full NFL slate, full week. We get our best bets on Friday. You can always go to YouTube, MoneyPot Podcast, and look at those best bets on Friday. And then we come back on Sunday. And then, with all the changes, with COVID changes, with injury changes, especially now today with so many playoff implications, we go back and go through every game, give you live updates of what we're seeing right now in the market. And then we go ahead and give you our play, whether we're on it, whether we're not, whether we're lean. We even do live bets right then and there, and we've been hooping on Sunday.
For sure.
Hooping all day, ball hard on Sunday.
It's a big week, Nate. Like this is like, I know it was week 17 that used to never mean anything to the NFL. But and it's 17,
there's a lot of things going on today.
Big games.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, definitely. So let's just get right into it. I am using the FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm not sure what other sportsbook you might be using, but I'm using FanDuel. And we'll get right into it, man. We have the Atlanta Falcons at Tampa. Tampa is a minus, total is 50.5. And the playoff picture for this one is that the Bucs are already in, so they locked up the playoff berth. There is a slim chance no, they can't get the first seed. Okay. So the Bucs want to win this game because the winner of this game will get the dreadful. If they win, they'll become the top wild card seed, and if they win, they get to face the winner of the NFC East. So, like you said, somewhat of a big game for the Bucs here to make sure they lock up and get a first round with the NFC East. So what you got for me on this one, B?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Friday show.
Give it, lady. Look at that little hand.
What hand?
You see that pretty hand?
What hand came in there?
What hand came in there this morning?
Oh, man.
I'm good. Okay.
So like we did on Friday show, this is one of my plays. I got them in a teaser. I think we all agreed on that one. That was with Baltimore, and I believe it was Tennessee. Or was it Baltimore and Green Bay? We got them in a teaser. Either one of those two, Green Bay or Tennessee, should be good, along with Tampa Bay. I really like Tampa Bay this week. I actually like them to even cover that 7. Okay, Green Bay and Tennessee.
Yeah, from that
I like them to
Friday
actually
play.
cover that 7. I would buy a half a point if you want to do this game solo.
Right.
There's a lot of motivation behind this game. So if you guys don't know, it's been about 13 years since Tampa Bay's made the playoffs.
Okay.
They've checked it off the board. Number one idea is not to make the playoffs and be an early exit. That's obviously not what they want to happen. That's not a Tom Brady style thing that he likes to, obviously like to happen to him. So I think they're going to try to make a statement. They want to keep that ball rolling going into this week. They're playing a Atlanta team that's pretty much has packed it in. I know Raheem Morris is interviewing for the head coaching job for this, I believe, this week coming up. So I know this game is important to him. It depends on how the team want to, back him going into this week. But I really think Tampa has a lot of energy and focus. I'm going to give you 2 things that's happening today.
No Julio
Mike
today, by
Evans.
the way. Go ahead.
Say again?
I said no Julio today either.
No Julio. There's a few people that's not playing.
No Julio and no Alex Mack. He was put on. He was just recently put on the on the COVID. Yep.
Right. So this is a tell for me for Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, who's a long-standing Tampa Bay Buccaneer, only needs 40 receiving yards to become the first NFL player to reach 1,000 yards in each of his first 7 seasons, which will break Randy Moss's record. And Bruce Arians has stated that he is desperately wanting this to happen.
I'm looking at
there's
the
a couple
prop
things
right
I'm
now.
looking at prop bets. The prop bets are pretty low at 71 yards.
I have it 67.5 on FanDuel.
Jump on it, and I'm saying 4.5 catches. Obviously, Atlanta doesn't want that to happen to them, but I don't think. Mike Evans is Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those are some props you might want to look at. Also,
that prop. I like the over almost 70 yards receiving. They're gonna get it for him for sure. I think that's a play.
But it's another one that's going to play into that. Let me tell you what's going to play into that. Not that money makes a difference to this person, but Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady only needs. Let me just pull this back up.
Go ahead. Look, and if you guys are out there, I see a couple people joining, man. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Like I said before, when I first got on, it really helps us with the show to get noticed. So make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button. We're going to give out money all day, every game. I love that prop bet over 67.5. But go ahead, B.
Yeah, I read something that Tom Brady only needs to stay in the top 5 in passing, and he'll receive like a $500,000 bonus check.
Okay.
So he has to stay in the top 5 in passing today, so he can receive the extra $500,000. So that means he's going to do what?
He's going to get the rock. It's time.
He's going to throw the rock, and he's going to throw it to who?
Mike all day.
I like Mike over 100 yards today. I definitely like Mike over four catches today. I think they're going to try. I think he's going to get at least 3 in the first.
Definitely
first
today. Yeah, I think that over 70 yards is definitely a play for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And also for y'all who join, man, later today, if you stick with us, I do have. We can't zoom in. I don't got my handy guy with me, but I do have today. I have a 35-1 parlay, bro, and I like it. I like it a lot. 31-1. 35-1 parlay, and I got 50. I put 50 on it to win, so 50 to win 1,700. Be a nice. That's better than that pandemic money. I'll tell you that right now.
True.
Better than that pandemic money people waiting on. I like those plays. I like those plays there, B.Diddy. We have the Bucks in a teaser, so I think the Bucks are a good teaser leg just to win the game. Then the Mike Evans prop. I like it. All right, here we go. Next game, we got the Baltimore Ravens at Cincy. Baltimore is minus 13.5. Total is 45. And what we have on this one, Baltimore and Cincy. So I know if Baltimore wins, they're in. That's the key for them. I'm not touching the number, even though here's a crazy fucking stat I saw when I was doing some research. Did you know Baltimore is 41-0 against the spread and double-digit lines that they lay?
Wow, are they?
Yes. So it's crazy.
You might as well throw it on there.
Right. They're terrible They're terrible with anything under 10 points, but anything over 10
Wow.
points, they
blow it out the
cover.
water.
They cover in an unreal number. Another thing to go out and to piggyback Mike Evans incentive. Lamar Jackson could be the first quarterback to rush for over 1,000 yards in 2 seasons. He needs 92 yards. I am on his prop bet for over rushing yards.
What's his prop bet? Gotta be like
His
56?
prop bet
60?
for rushing, I believe it's like 67.
Yeah.
63 and a half over.
Okay.
So that's the play I'm playing on this game. That play is in one of my plays, is that Lamar Jackson over rushing yards for 63 yards. They need to win the game, right? They clinch a playoff berth with a win. They're going to win the game. I don't see how the Bengals are already looking at next year and what's going on. And it's funny, the Bengals are riding a win streak of 2 wins in a row, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm on the prop bet. I love that prop bet for Lamar Jackson over 63 and a half yards.
Yeah, I do like that prop bet now that you said that he only needs 92 yards. I'm sure he knows that too and wants to be part of history, obviously.
Yeah, yes, sir.
He's already continued to make history with the MVP last year. But I agree. This is part of that teaser that I talked about. We just talked about the game before, putting them in with Baltimore. That was Tampa Bay with Baltimore.
Yep.
So that helps us out right there, gets us at least to a -3. And that play has already been put in, so we're good, even if any type of line movement. But it is interesting. You said that they're 41. That's a good record, 41-0 at double point spreads.
Yeah,
I do feel as though this spread is high. I don't think I can risk it even with that.
Yeah, I'm
41-0.
Yeah, it's a sick number, but
yeah, that's a lot. But I mean, you can see, I can see them with another 28-10 type of victory here to cover that. So but I'm gonna just keep it with my teaser. That's what I got here. I do like Baltimore. Baltimore has all the incentive to play. They don't win, they're out. They don't want that to happen. So come in here, handle business.
Yeah, I agree, and I apologize for the background. No, that's what happens when you work from home.
We all
go. Yeah, go. Bye.
Hey, Elijah, what's up, brother?
Okay, so next game we got here is a big NFC East game. We got the Cowboys at New York, MetLife Stadium. Cowboys are favored by 1.5. Total is 44.5. Now, obviously, I think a lot of us are already know what's going on with this one. The winner does not get in. They need Washington to lose for them to get in. But the winner obviously puts himself in a better position to win the game. I don't think there's anything else in here. Anybody with any extra incentive? I am off this game.
Yeah, there are.
What's that?
There is. I think Andy Dalton wins this. He gets $100. He gets $1 million bonus if Andy Dalton takes his team to the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
He gets a $1 million bonus for this game. I'm sure he knows that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's a big incentive for Andy Dalton.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any plays on this game.
I do. That's one of my picks.
Yeah.
So I got Dallas -2 to win this game. I think they handle business. I think they're the better team here against the New York Giants. I think over the past 2 to 3 weeks, the Giants has softened up a little bit. I know they're really, really fighting real hard against a lot of big-time teams early on in the season, and I appreciate that type of style of defense from them. I just think that the long season is now caught up with them.
Yeah.
And I think Cowboys kind of did the opposite, right? They got out that bye week, and they start turning the page. They just gave their offensive coordinator a 3-year extension, and that was Kellen Moore. I think he had an opportunity to go to Boise State to become a head coach there at Boise.
Yeah, he turned it down.
I guess he turned that down and stay with the Cowboys. I'm sure he has a game plan ready for the Giants today to actually get them over that hump to possibly become a playoff team.
Yeah.
So my pick was at Cowboys -2. I got a unit on it. I just think Cowboys are rolling pretty good. I think Andy Dalton is game managing over these past few weeks pretty strong, and I like them here. I like them in this place, in this spot. I do know Washington has now put balls to the wall right now. I see Terry McLaurin is back. I see
of course.
I see
They
Alex
win
Smith
their
is
end.
playing. But they're hurt though. They're hurt. And I know that
They are. But
I know the Eagles don't want that to happen here on their home field. So
I agree, and we'll get to that Eagles game in a little bit. But just wanted to add this one stat that I'm just reading right now. Seasons, New York is 7-1 outright and 6-2 against the spread ATS when they're still alive in the playoff race. Dallas, entering week 17. Dallas is 2-6 outright and 3-5 ATS in those games, which is a crazy number. If I was on this game, I would actually be on New York. I think Dallas's run has been a little bit inflated versus those three bad teams. So it wouldn't surprise me if the G-men win this game and Dallas chokes. But I'm not.
It's a lot of injuries on Giants. Golden Tate, calf. Eli Penny did not practice all week. Quarterback Daniel Jones was full participant.
Yeah.
Tight end Evan Ingram, calf. Safety Jabril Peckers, ankle. Wide receiver Sterling Shepard, ribs were all limited this week. Those are key players and positions here in an early game.
I hear you, but we're week 17 right now, bro. Like everybody's hurt.
Yeah.
Who's healthy right now? You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not on the game, but let's keep everything moving.
That is one of my plays though.
Yeah,
that is locked in. Dallas -2.
Yeah. And like I said,
think
if you guys are out
line
there,
is
man,
actually going away from my favors at 1.5, 1 now. So
yeah,
jump on it.
If you guys are out there, you just joined, man. Just review a quick recap. We like 2 prop bets so far. We like Mike Evans over, what was it, like 60 receiving?
Yeah, you had 67. I was getting at 72.
Yeah, 67 yards on Tampa Bay, and we like over
receptions.
Lamar Jackson over 63.5 rushing yards. No play on the Dallas Cowboys Giants game. If you like some of those plays, make sure you hit that like button. And then
there is a play. Dallas. We do have a play.
Well, we put that in Friday now. But we put that on Friday. We put that was your play Friday. That's not today. That's like you said, it's already locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Next game, we got Miami and Buffalo. Miami's favorite -3, total is 42.5. Playoff scenario for this one, there is nothing changing for Buffalo. Buffalo's already in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to them a seed. Miami needs to win to get in. So they can clinch a playoff win, or if the Ravens, Browns, or Colts lose, I think it's almost an 80% chance that they get into the playoffs. So pretty much win and get in for Miami. I don't see how Miami doesn't get in. I thought the line was Buffalo -3 and Miami +3 at one point. But I guess it was always Miami -3. I know Fitz isn't playing. So Fitz isn't going to be available. Fitzmagic is out with COVID, through the COVID protocol. I don't have a play on this game. I would obviously lean Miami because they need to get in. 2 is a little shaky for me. But you got to think Josh Allen's not going to play this whole game. It hasn't come out yet that none of the starters are playing, but it wouldn't be surprising if they go maybe 1 or 2 quarters and call it a day.
Let me look at it. I think you're absolutely right. I'm gonna look at this betting info real quick.
He hasn't put anything in.
The line opened. I want to say it opened at Buffalo -3.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess
so. That's let me know that they don't know what Buffalo's going to do.
Yeah, know what Buffalo's going to do. I mean, right now, Josh Allen. I just looked it up. Josh Allen is active. He's
active. How long? And that's the question. Is active how long? You guys know, if you follow the show, that I personally, but I know the show majority has been on Buffalo all year, and I think that was a good decision by us, making a lot of plays on Buffalo. At this point, I don't have no play on this game. If I was to lean anything, it would be Miami. That's mainly because I don't think Buffalo is going to be coming into this game really wanting to fight or play here. I think they just more use it as their bye week. Mm-hmm. And I don't see how long Josh Allen will be in there. And I think Miami has all the initiative to play hard. And we know their defense is tough. So I know their defense is going to go out here and start battling. That's really why I feel like Josh Allen's not going to be out there. There's no way I put my quarterback out there when we have nothing to play for against a Miami defense.
Yeah, they're looking at playoffs.
It's just, it's
I mean,
no reason to even risk that.
They're looking like they can make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So why would I risk my quarterback against a tough defense like this?
Yeah, I don't
to possibly out here get hurt. So I would lean Miami here. The line is telling you Miami, and I would lean it. It's not going to be a play. If I do make a play, it'll be a half a unit. It will be nothing big at all. But I would lean Miami.
Next game, Minnesota Vikings in Detroit. Minnesota is favored by -3.5.
We can go on past
Total here is 53.5. We got a pass.
Why would I bet on two teams that mean nothing? And then which
I think would be a prop bet, but I didn't dig into these teams either, so I agree. Next game, we got the Jets and the Patriots. Patriots are -3. Total is 40. Anything on this game are you passing?
Yeah, I know you like the Jets here. You convinced me Friday.
I like the Jets. I think the Jets win the game outright.
Yeah, I would take. Yeah, I mean, you can go money line if you want to gamble. I think this is a good gamble here. I think it's a good place to put your money on a money line. You probably get plus 130, 120. Let me see where that be at right now.
Yeah, you go. And just for those who are on, here's the handicap on this game. Cam is going to still play. They're going to still start Cam. So if you look at this New England offense, this New England offense is very, very vanilla. We've seen it time and time out. They run the ball with Cam. They're going to be their leading rusher. Damian Harris is out. So with that type of offense, it just hasn't been sustainable for them to work this year. And they're going to be running into the strength of the New York Jets defense, which is rush defense. So when you look at this game, the Jets have been rolling the last couple games. They got a couple wins. They don't really care about Lawrence, or unless they got word that Lawrence was going to stay in college if they got the number 1 pick. So either or, I think the Jets have some incentive to win here. I really do.
Especially Sam Darnold. I mean, he's fighting for a job.
And he's fighting for a job. So, I mean, I really like him at +3, but I would take it. I think if my lean was really here, I would really lean +22. Now, on the Friday show, I had them in a teaser.
Yeah,
I had the Jets in a teaser.
Right?
Yep, I had them at 10.5. But today, I mean, if the week has gone well for you over Friday from basketball and college bowl games, I would on $1 here on the money line here.
Yeah, I do like the Jets here in this position.
It's a good spot for the Jets.
We've seen the Patriots here. I would lean heavy on the Jets here, +3, get the points. I think Sam Darnold has all the incentive to want to actually continue to show that he's a capable NFL quarterback here.
Yep.
I think the worst thing that happened to him, the best thing that happened to him was them getting out the Trevor Lawrence battle. But then the worst thing that just happened to him was the other night when Justin Field throws for 5 touchdowns and 300 yards in a bowl game. So that just helps the Jets out. Like, hey, we still got another quarterback that we can actually draft in Justin Field if we need to. So Sam Darnold is not out the weeds from a long way. He needs to show out that he can. If it's not the Jets, it's somewhere else. So
right, facts.
I like him to actually show off for getting whatever the Jets plans are wanting to do. I like Sam Darnold to actually do his best he can do this game. And last time he played the Patriots, he was seeing ghosts. So remember that. That's the last time he played the Patriots. So he don't forget that.
Yeah, and the Jets, just to add to it, the Jets have secured the number 2 spot, right? So it doesn't matter if they win or lose, right? But the Patriots can slide up and down whether they win or lose. And just to add to it as well, the Patriots have won each of the 9 last meetings, but they're 5-4 in ATS in those meetings. The Jets here to win outright.
Yeah, I agree. I lean on them heavy.
Yeah, I would lean the Jets heavy. All right, next game. We got the Steelers in Cleveland. Cleveland is -10. Total is 44.5. And these lines that I'm getting, y'all, are from the FanDuel Sportsbook. So I'm not sure what your book might be looking at, whether you go to your local casino or you're on FanDuel and DraftKings. That's what I'm looking at right now. But once again, Cleveland is -10. Total is 44.5. Obviously, Pittsburgh has been beat up from their scheduling back in week 4, I believe. They had a bye where it was really week 8 because of COVID. So they are resting a whole lot of their starters. So Cleveland is pretty much getting, a red carpet into the playoffs. That's why this line is like this at -10. But the under scenario of this game is that Mason Rudolph is playing with that incident with him and Garrett when Garrett hit him over with a helmet from an issue supposedly of allegedly of a racial slur. So they're trying to build this game up a little bit for, I guess, a little bit of ratings, but I'm off this game. I have nothing for this game.
How about this?
I'm not
though?
touching it.
How about to add this? Cleveland has named Myles Garrett a captain for this game.
Yeah.
Hey man, you can't make this stuff up, man.
Right. They need stories, man. They need stories. Week 17 to tell.
There's a lot of motivation for Cleveland. Obviously, they have to win to play. And Mason Rudolph is back out there against the Cleveland Browns. It's just crazy. I'm completely off this game. The line is too large. Yeah. But I do think Cleveland comes in and hammers Pittsburgh. I really, really do. I see this game being lopsided because Pittsburgh is not looking to really want to play this game. So I see them.
I just got this sneaky suspicion. I wonder if the line, to me, I would think that Pittsburgh would show some fight with Mason. They're not going to get completely steamrolled. I don't think Tomlin is that type of coach. He's still going to coach up his guys and say, hey, we still got to strap it up and play on Sunday. But obviously, nobody's expecting. Next game.
Yeah. I wouldn't put them, and like I said, anybody that's listening, I wouldn't put this game into any teasers because this will be your teaser buster somehow.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh somehow wins this
there's
game.
Gonna be a lot of
if you're going to take Cleveland, just buy half a point and just take the risk.
All right. Next game. Big game here. Start of our 4:00 slate here. We have the Arizona Cardinals and the Rams. The Cardinals are now only -1. Total is 41.5, and everything is dropping and looking LA's favor. Now, if you guys don't know, there's a lot of injury issues with the Rams. You have Cooper Kupp out. I think you have Floyd out. I think Cam Akers on Friday was looking like he was out, but I think he's now active and he is going to play. And you also have Jared Goff out, and you get I don't know. I think it's Wilson. I forget the backup for the Rams. However, check this shit out that happened with the Cardinals, bro.
What happened?
Kyle Murray, as we know, is hurt. Their whole receiving core is out. Kurt's out from COVID. Yeah, Kurt's out. What's his name? Edmonds is out. Okay. Fitz is out. Isabel's out. So it's really just Hop, and you're gonna put Ramsey on Hop, and I think this line is telling. And I got this in early on Saturday when the news broke, and I jumped on the Rams money line at plus 125. Right now, the Rams is now minus 102 for the Rams to win.
Is Kyler playing, you said?
Kyler is playing, but he's hurt. He's just hurt. He's got that lower leg injury.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and we talked about this Friday. I was on so I played kind of both sides. On Friday, I had Arizona in a teaser, and I got them at plus 3.5, which could still be good, right? We could still good. But now, looking at the news that broke, it's unreal. Arizona's not in a good shape offensively. It's really just Hop, and you're not going to be able to force feed Hop Ramsey on them. You're going to have to find other ways to win, and they're not going to be able now to beat the Rams. They say you should be able to run the ball, but this hasn't been a good running team. Drake should be in a lot of prop bets here because that's all they're going to be able to do. In my opinion, I'm staying away from this game in terms of prop bets, but I would heavily lean here to LA in the under as well.
Yeah, in the under. I think that's really where I'm at with it. I don't have no play on the side here. It's a very difficult game to actually handicap. Too many big key injuries and too many players that are out to really want to put any money on any side. For me, in my opinion, what I would do that I see a hedge here or a good lean would be to look at the under here. If you have any teasers that's open, 10-point teasers, I would add the under there. I don't see this game getting deep into the 20s by either teams, especially the Rams without a quarterback, and then you have no receivers for Arizona. So I don't see both teams getting in the 20s. So if you can get this at a teaser and get them 10-point teaser, 6-point teaser, 7-point teaser to the under, I would add that there.
All right.
That would be my only play on this game.
Next game. We have the Green Bay Packers in Chicago.
Yeah.
Green Bay is favored by -4.5. Total is over 48.5. We were already on Go Pack Go. So
Go Pack Go.
Yeah, we were on that Friday. That's a straight play. The line looks like it did shift a little bit to Chicago, but that doesn't really sway me at all. And I added Mr. Reliable. I added the prop bet for Devontae Adams to score. He's just automatic. Like it just doesn't.
Devontae Adams. Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much really to me to talk about this game. I think we've talked about this on our Friday show. Green Bay. I got 3 units already on them. Let me see where I got them at. I want to say at minus
probably 5.
So I bought 1 point. It was at 4. So the line was it 4.5?
It's at 4.5 now that I say.
Yeah. So the line actually went our direction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when I got it, when I got on put it on Friday, it was -4. So then it's 4.5. So that looks good for me. It looks good for us.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a point and got it at -3.
Nice.
So this is a big play for me. I think Green Bay comes and handles business here. I don't think Chicago can keep up. Hats off to Mr. Trubisky, who's had a awakening over these past few weeks, getting his second opportunity for the Chicago Bears. And I think he's been playing pretty good football. I did see a few plays within that stretch that he's still the same Mitch, risking a little too much, but I think he's turned the page for a little bit. But it's still not going to be enough for Aaron Rodgers, who wants to win who wants to get that number 1 seed and get that bye. It's too much on the line for Green Bay. They don't relax this game. They keep it going. And shout out to that coach out there I think is probably one of the most underrated coaches in NFL.
Oh, the young coach? I forget his name.
That's LaFleur, right? Yeah. Man.
I think so,
what's his record? Like 28-4, 28-5, something crazy.
Yeah.
He hasn't lost many games in his young career as a coach. So hats off to him, to keeping that team and having an ego like Aaron Rodgers to have to coach and manage. That's what I'll be talking about coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's it. That's the difference. When your coach is not when you don't even know the coach's name, he's not in the way, like Doug Peterson. Sorry, I had to go back to that. But anyway, I think Green Bay actually handles business here.
Yeah, so and just an added caveat, I think we dropped this on Friday, 18-7 ATS for Rodgers against the Bears.
I see it being 30, I would say 35, 34, 21, 20, something like that.
Yeah, right. And I think that everything's on the line for Mitch, right? If Chicago wins, I believe they get in. They need a win and an Arizona loss, and they get in. So either or could go for them. And if I look real quick here, Green Bay, that game is at 4. Okay, and the Arizona game's at 4 too. So they can't window watch, really. Okay.
And I think they said they're cutting off the scoreboard anyway. I think that's what they said in Chicago. They're
gonna cut the board. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, if you just joined us, man, we're we're running through the full NFL slate. We had a couple picks already. So make sure you guys hit that like button. We got a special 35-1 parlay at the end of everything, and we're about 4 or 5 games from that. So just hang on there and get your notepad and your paper ready, man. We're running through it. We're hooping today. Next game. I think it's more likely it's going to be a pass, but the Jags and the Colts minus 15.5 now. Total is 48.5.
No, you know what? I got Colts in that 3-team teaser. Remember, that is that Colts game. Sorry. It was Tampa Bay, it was Baltimore, and it was the Colts. So I do have them in 3-team teaser.
Yeah, that was Friday, though.
Yep, that was Friday.
show.
So I just wanted to get the Colts down. Colts are going to win this game easy.
Yeah.
That line is just a little bit too big for me. Yeah, it's moving away. But I like the Colts. If you can get them down, that's a good play there.
Cool. Next game, we got the Raiders in Denver. Raiders are favorite, minus 2.5. Total is 50.5. This is a pass for me. I don't got nothing on this game, bro.
Nothing on this game either.
Cool. We have the Chargers and the Chiefs. Chargers are now favorite, minus 5.5. Total is 43.5. Obviously, the Chiefs have locked up the number 1 seed. and they have are resting most or if not all their starters. I think Kelsey might go. I think he's like 30 or 40 yards behind Diggs for receiving. So there is some incentive there. I know Bell is out. I'm trying to think who else. Obviously Hill, all the main players. You know what? I would actually lean the Chiefs here. I wouldn't. I'm not going to play it, but I think that the scheme is good enough to stay, around and stay with the Chargers. But I'm not going to chance it. I think there's more value in other places.
Absolutely.
Next game.
That's the key. More value.
Next game, the Chiefs and the Panthers. I'm sorry, the Saints and the Panthers. The Saints are favorite -6 total. It's 46.5. Really, this is a big game here, man. The Saints need to win to even have a shot, outside shot of the first seed. Because if the Packers lose and the Saints win, then the Saints get the number 1 seed. The issue here is that the Saints got decimated in terms of their running back core. So they only have one running back available, who was Ty Montgomery. So I was looking at prop bets for him, and since he's more of a receiving running back anyway, I don't see anything for him though. So they were smart enough to take that thing off because they know that would have got hammered from a receiving standpoint. Like Michael Thomas is out. So your two best offensive skill set players are out. Thomas is out, and so is Kamar. But
and Murray.
And Murray, yeah, right. And Murray. My play on this game is Tyson Hill to score plus 135.
It's a good play.
He's all they got left.
Yeah.
And it's a high total. We're talking about 50 points.
Yeah. I would lean Carolina here. Just because they fight for the most part every game. I think they got a couple guys, young guys they got coming up too from the practice squad is going to get opportunity here.
Yep.
So you're going to see Carolina wanting to play this game. And I just feel like you said, their key players are out. Mike Thomas, Kamara, and Murray. Those are the go-tos, and they're not playing. So at a -6, that's a lot of points. I will lean Carolina at +6 here, but I'm not going to make a play here.
Okay. Next game, we have Seattle and San Fran. Seattle is favorite -7. Total is 46. Same scenario. And it's funny interesting how the NFL is smart in placing all these teams, Green Bay and Chicago, New Orleans and Carolina, and Seattle, those 4 o'clock games. So Seattle's -7 here. Like I said, same scenario. If they win, the Saints lose, and Green Bay loses, then the Seattle, with a less than 10% chance, actually secures the number 1 seed, and the road to the Super Bowl goes through Seattle in the NFC East. I know that San Fran is resting a lot of their guys as well. But I don't have anything on this game.
I don't, man. Like I said, there's other strong values. If I'm going to make a play this week, and these are out to all our listeners, make your plays on games that mean something.
Right.
Here, I don't know. Here's just too many variables for Seattle. 7 points. They play close games. Do they cover this 7? Who knows? I'm not going to put them no teasers either. There's games I've already locked in. This is one that's not one of them. I'm a pass here, Nate.
All right. Next game, we got Tennessee and Houston. Tennessee is -7. Total is 54.5.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
I think this is a really big bounce back game here for Tennessee. I think Tennessee comes here, handles business. I think Texans have packed it in. I know like you said on Friday, J.J. Watt had called out pretty much his locker room. Of those
Do you think
players that
respond to that?
No response, man. I know there's a lot of positive responses to J.J. Watt and what he said from a lot of different big-time athletes and those old-school mentality guys, those pale hat guys. that really understand what he's talking about. I think we're included into that company, Nate. But at the end of the day, these are grown men, and nobody wants to get hurt on week 17 before they go on vacation with nothing to play for. Especially as an organization, I don't see you leaving Deshaun Watson out there after you seen the scare last week of him getting hurt on one of the last drives of the game. No way I put my franchise out there in that risk factor. Tennessee got smacked in the face like a little child when they played Green Bay. And they need to come out here and make a statement. And I really feel as though this 7 points is going to be covered. But I also like to get them in a tease and get them down to a pick 'em because they're definitely not going to lose this game.
Yeah, I don't think they lose this game either.
Mm-mm.
Cool. All right, nice game. Yeah, I wouldn't mind them in a teaser.
Yeah.
Somebody in these teasers are going to get hurt though. There's a couple of teasers.
That's why I'm going to narrow the teasers down to 3 teams: Green Bay, Tennessee, Colts, and Tampa Bay. Those are the 4 teams. If you're going to put in any teasers, that would be my picks.
And to add to this Tennessee game, if I'm not mistaken, I think the AFC. I think they're in the AFC South, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I think the AFC South is actually still up.
Yeah, they need to win. They need to win to win it. Correct.
Yeah, they need to win. Yeah, they need to win it to win to grab it, and you want that because you would host the playoff game.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get in more than likely. I think they have over a 90% chance to make the playoffs, but they're going to want that first home playoff game.
And what you need to look at right now, Nick, 'cause I know you love your prop bets, is Derrick Henry's props. They got to be at 112 rushing yards. He is right now at 1,777 yards entering the game, 223 yards short of 2,000 yards, facing the 31st ranked run defense.
He's at 133.5.
Got to be. Are they going to just feed him all day?
Yeah, and against the worst rushing defense.
That's the question. Against the worst rushing defense, right? So that's something to look at. Yeah, man. That's a big incentive there, especially as a team morale too. Like I said, the AFC South is up for grabs.
Hold on.
That might be a good parlay.
Yeah, I was about to say it might be a good parlay with the a 2-play parlay with the Mike Evans prop. I'm just going to see what that play. I think that play's got to be like plus. I want to say like plus 132, plus 134. I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on, real quick. Mike Evans receiving yards. Add to that, and then let's go down to Tennessee. And we're going to put in Derrick Henry rushing yards. Prop, but I was way off. Plus 253. So damn near 2.5 to 1 on 2-play parlay.
Good. I might ask you to put that in for me.
I like that. All right, so there we go, y'all. That's a nice little play we just came up with. We like the Mike Evans straight play. With the prop bet for over 67.5, but we're going to add the Derrick Henry over plus 133.5 yards. That is a 2-leg parlay for plus 253. I like it. I'm on it. Locking that in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good play, bro. Love it. All right. I think we're on the last game of the day, man. And of course, the NFL with their foolishness of how they schedule. But the 8:00 game tonight is the Washington Redskins against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, the Washington football team.
I think we did miss one game, Nate, but I think we both were on the pass on it anyway. That was the Raiders and the Denver. Raiders and Broncos.
Yeah, we passed on that.
Okay.
So the Washington football team versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. Washington is now favored minus 5.5. Total is 43.5. And the reports are coming out now, right before this game, which I'm pretty sure is feeding this line. The one is nickel corner Roby Coleman is now out for this game. Carson Wentz is a health scratch for this game. has already said that we already know he's not going to be back for next year, which is obviously a scapegoat move. Peterson is coming back. The left tackle, Malata is out. Cox is out. Sanders is out. Goddard is out. Deshaun is out. And the list goes on and on. Washington is getting Alex Smith back. Looks like Terry McLaurin is going to give it a play, even though he has a high ankle sprain. And it looks like Anthony Gibson is also going to play as well. So even though hurt, Washington is obviously putting everything on the line here. They win, they get in. They win the division. Yeah. I don't really I actually do have a play on this game. My play on this game is I have a prop bet. And I was trying to decide between Rager and Ertz. Because I know Ertz, I really feel like Ertz is more likely going to be traded next year. And if he is traded, they might give him the how can I say, the hero's ending where, he possibly could score a touchdown today. I think he has a good chance of scoring a touchdown today. Because obviously Goddard's out. And you did see Hurts look for Ertz a little bit when Ertz was playing, but he looks for Rager a lot. So I like Rager for today over 31.5 receiving yards.
Okay. I mean, I think, obviously I agree with that. Jalen's going to play, right? So Jalen's going to do what he's going to do. That's not going to change.
Yeah, Jalen's going to play.
I don't think he has any want to get done. Like, he wants to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only played 5 games this year. Every game counts for him, so he's going to play. That could be a really good prop there.
It's Rager, and I was looking at Jeffrey because Jeffrey's so low.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Jeffrey or Ertz because
But I'm not messing with.
Showed me nothing to
Yeah,
they showed me nothing all year for me to even want to put them in.
So out of all the receiving packages that they have, I think Rager is going to be on the field for at least 70% of them. They need him to get reps. They need him to see. This is a playoff game for Washington, so this is great Rager to see what that still looks like from other opposition. So I think Rager is definitely going to play. They finally put up JD and McKissick's receiving yards too. I was looking at that one too.
That's going to be that might be something you want to look at for sure.
Because I thought Gibson was going to be out, so I loved McKissick receiving yards.
You still can.
Yeah,
he's the receiving running back.
Yeah, so it's 33.5.
Love it. I love it.
I'm gonna add that to the prop.
Andy Dalton's gonna be hitting the hook routes all day.
City.
Oh yeah, for sure. He can't move.
Yeah. So I added that to the prop. We got to now have a 3-leg prop parlay, pretty much 6-1. Henry, Evans, and McKissick.
Henry, Evans, yeah. I like it. 6-1.
Yep, I like it.
Yep.
All right, it's cool. So that's the slate for today. Oh, what do you think about this game? I mean, that line is a little high for me.
I'm gonna go. Probably this is what I'll probably do here. I'll probably tease, and this will be the only game and last game of the night. So I'll probably tease Washington in the under.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. They finish it off.
Yeah, that's kind of where I would be. I don't think it'd be a high scoring game. One, like I said, Washington probably is not going to be pushing the ball too far down against our defense, and they're going to want to keep Alex Smith as healthy as possible. So they'll probably do a lot of running, probably be more of a run game. We're missing our heart and soul in our D line. We've seen how that affected us last week with Cox out.
Yep.
And you've seen they were able to run the ball on us. So I think the same thing's going to happen here with Gibson's being back. Terry McLaurin's not healthy, so they're not going to probably try to press him. Alex Smith is still hobbled, so they don't want him to drop back but so many times.
And Darby's playing. I haven't seen nothing about Darby not playing.
So looking at Smith completion, you might want to look down on that too. Maybe his passing yards might be down just because they don't want to probably press him and get him ready possibly for the playoffs. Because if they're pretty much getting a layup to the playoffs, which the Eagles is pretty much telling them they're letting them in, then they need to really kind of like protect Alex Smith as much as possible.
Right. So those who just joined us, just went through the full slate, but y'all just in luck, man. I did promise the people I would give them a
Let's hear it.
35-1. 35-1 play today. Right? So let me get my plays up. Are you ready?
Let me get it out. What we got going?
Yeah, get it out.
I'm hoping I can do it.
35-1. Here we go. $50 1 year, 1775. Better than the pandemic. All right, we got Lamar Jackson over rushing yards, 63.5. I took the money line Tampa. Took the money line the Rams. Got Devontae Adams to score a touchdown. Got Tyson Hill to score a touchdown. And Jalen Reagor over 31.5 yards.
Oh, you did put Jalen Reagor in there.
Yeah. Well, he was in that original play.
Oh, he was in the original play.
Yeah, the original play. Yeah.
All right, run that back one more time.
One more time. That's Lamar Jackson over 63.5. That's Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line. Rams money line. I got Devontae Adams to score and Tyson Hill to score and Jalen Reagor over 31.5.
Okay. Yeah. I guess the only one you got to worry about is really the Rams.
Is the sweats are Rams and Hill.
Yeah, Rams and Hill.
Rams and Hill are the sweats.
But I like Hill, though, to score. He usually gets the ball on that goal line. At least he's going to get an opportunity.
Well, they said he's going to rush the ball today. They say he is going to rush the ball.
So he's going to get the opportunity.
Yeah, he's going to have an opportunity to score.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to play a lot today. They don't have no choice but to send him out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's got some legs. And I'm going to add that this logo just had in too. You know what I mean? All right, everybody. I want to thank everybody who joined. I want to thank everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, that notification button, and subscribe. I think we had some good plays today, man. We had some great plays Friday. We might fuck around and sweep the whole goddamn weekend, bro.
It's Confidence Friday, so I'm sure we will, man. I'm really excited about today. This is a big week, man. I think this is more one of those weeks where you can kind of really shape up some things. Like, these teams really got to come out here and play. You know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, what happened?
Yeah. There's a lot of good plays.
I'm putting my money in the pot with the best hand in my poker mind. I got pocket aces. Right. I'm all in with the best hand right now.
Yeah.
If somehow I get rivered or turned,
you know what I mean?
It is what it is at the end of the day.
It is what it is at this day.
Oh yeah. By the way,
go ahead. Take us home.
Parks Poker Room is opening back up on Monday.
I saw that.
That gets me off these fucking basketball bets. Goddamn NBA. Oh, I'm definitely playing. Definitely. I gotta get off this basketball. These basketball plays is killing me, man.
I don't know what you're doing, man. We gotta get the basketball show going, man. And we're gonna be.
They killing me. Last night I had Tennessee. They was a -10 favorite. They lost outright. I got them down to a pick. I mean, I'm like, what can I do? I had Boston the other night at -7 favorite. They just outright lost to a winless Detroit team. What is going on? I can't read the line.
Yeah,
Football, we got the money coming. Basketball, rip it up. So
I hear you. All right, y'all. Thanks for everybody who joined. Make sure you hit that like button once again. We'll be back next week. We have a show on Friday. Our best bets is on Friday. Saturday, it's Agreeing to Disagree with me and Tom Arnone from A2D Radio.
Great show.
I appreciate that. And then obviously on Sundays, we go through the full slate. And next week will be playoff week. So we'll be sure to have some good plays there. Thanks everybody for joining. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you missed this stream, just go ahead, go to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube. You'll be right up to date, and you'll be able to see all the plays that we have for today. We out.
Come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start.
I know, I'm coming, man.
Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real.
All right, dog, fuck it, man. Come on.
Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man.
True.